From Dorothy to Dormammu, nerds like a lot of things, but there's something they love above all else, and that is correcting people. This is Actually. Joining us today, we have Kirk Damato,
Excelsior,
Liam Sr.,
Star Wars,
and Noah Diamond.
Yippee-ki-yay, melon farmers.
Hey, we're keeping it nice and censored this time. Welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show. Welcome for the first time to the show, kind of, but you've been behind the scenes. You've edited some episodes of them, actually.
Including yours and not yours, because they just shot it.
Yeah.
And I'm not a time traveler.
Yeah. Well, you all know how this works, but I'll explain to anyone new that's watching here. These are a stack of incorrect statements about the things that you know and love. It's up to you to find the thing that's wrong, buzz in, and correct me. All your corrections must be preceded by the phrase, actually, and you can interrupt me at any point in the question. Very simple. We won't belabor this because you all know how this game works. But you're ready, hands-on buzzers, and we're going to start here with a question about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Wakanda is made up of 5 nations, with each of its citizens belonging to one of these tribal designations. There's the Border Tribe, the Merchant Tribe, the Mining Tribe, and the River Tribe. Lastly, there's the Jabari Tribe, who worship a different god than the other Wakandans and rejected the use of vibranium technology.
Actually, they don't worship a different god?
They do, yeah.
I figured that.
Actually, there is no merchant tribe because that seems odd. A whole tribe of just merchants? How is everyone else gonna get in on that sweet, sweet sales?
Nope, there is a merchant tribe. I have to imagine there's merchants in the other tribes, but maybe they're like Ferengi, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Any other?
I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Actually, there's another tribe you did not list.
That's correct.
Nice. Well done.
Can you want to venture?
Is the Dora Milaje a tribe?
Oh, you're close, but no.
I pronounced that wrong. I'm very confident.
Yeah, Kirk.
The Water Tribe.
I did.
From Airbender.
No. There's the River Tribe.
Was it the River Tribe? Oh, you already said.
No, I'll go ahead and give you the point. The Wakandan royal family is technically its own tribe.
That seems very unfair.
It is the Golden or Panther tribe. It does seem very unfair, right?
It's like if the monarchy in England was its own country also.
I feel like they would like that, though.
They would love that.
Yeah.
So.
Here's a video game statement. Although it's the second game in the series, Red Dead Redemption 2's protagonist, Andrew Morgan, is yes?
Actually, it's the 3rd game in the series.
That's correct. What is the first game in the series?
Red Dead Revolver.
Yes.
The PlayStation 1, 2.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I got the point anyway.
But that's it. It is the 3rd game in the series, which God, what an annoying naming system to do Red Dead Revolver, Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Redemption 2.
It's like Rambo movies.
Yeah, it's Rambo.
Yeah.
Rambo.
BioShock did the same thing. It goes System Shock, BioShock, BioShock 2, BioShock Infinite.
Wait, System Shock is part of BioShock?
Yeah, dog. It's the prequel.
And let's not forget Donkey Kong, to Donkey Kong Jr., to Donkey Kong 3, to Donkey Kong Country. Crazy. But what happened to Donkey Kong City?
Donkey Kong tribe who rules over Donkey Kong Country.
There's the Donkey Kong River Merchants.
Honestly, yeah, I'd play that.
And then Donkey Kong City, Donkey Kong City 2000, Donkey Kong Ant.
Oh, I love Donkey Kong Ant.
Donkey Kong Zoo got a little weird.
Yeah. Donkey Kong Tycoon.
Donkey Kong Sekiro type twice.
There is something about that name that like bugs me from just a nice neat parallelism. It's like you could have done there's other R words. You could have done like Red Dead Revenge or Red Dead Revenant or Red Dead.
Red Dead Revenant, he's just undead.
Yeah.
He's just going around murdering people.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd play that one too.
That's a cool game.
Yeah.
All right, well, this next one is a Dungeons & Dragons question. The deck of many things is a collection of either 13 or 22 tarot-like cards that produce powerful magical effects when drawn. For instance, the Key card grants you a magical weapon, the Moon card grants you 3 wishes, the Balance card raises your lowest ability score, and the Fates card lets you erase one event as if it never happened. Kirk.
Actually, I don't think that's what the Moon card does, but I'm wrong. And that's okay, because sometimes we draw poorly from the deck of many things.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is what the moon card does. I wanted to see if you would guess what the moon card does, but you bailed on that guess immediately.
I don't even know, man.
Hey, that's fine.
The deck of many things is like the one thing I don't know about because I just know the smart thing to do is just avoid it altogether. So I have not even put space in my brain for it.
That is why you fail.
Actually, the Fates card does something different.
That is incorrect.
Actually, the balance card doesn't change an ability score, it changes an ability modifier?
That is incorrect, but you have identified what is wrong here, which is the balance card. So I will give you the point unless someone can tell me what the balance card changes. Yes, Noah?
The balance card lowers your highest stat.
Incorrect.
Actually, the balance card gives you enough experience points to get to the next level?
Incorrect.
Damn it.
Liam, we'll give you that point. The balance card changes the player's alignment. So lawful to chaotic, good to evil, and if you're neutral, nothing
It
happens.
doesn't seem very balanced.
Well, it's I think it's maybe like a there must always be a dark side of the force. There's always a shadow with light kind of thing. Like we're just gonna kind of fuck you up a little bit.
To me, that's just there's always an asshole. Like
Yeah.
no matter where you're gonna go, there's gonna be some jerk trying to steal the magic ruby and the princess or whatever.
Now you said you just straight up you're like don't give me the deck of many things.
It's a campaign ender. Like there's a card in there that like just death comes for you. There's a card in there. There's like it's a ton of stuff that just like will ruin the campaign.
I mean, 3 wishes, that's a lot. That's too many wishes. Let's be honest. You only need 1 wish.
I think there's a card that if you pull it, like a demon just automatically
Yes, you have to
hates
fight
you.
a demon.
But you don't
or
even
like
have
mini
to fight
deaths.
it.
Sometimes you have to fight mini deaths, and if people try to help you, more of them show up, and I'm like, this sucks.
There's one where you pull a card and your mom has to come pick you up no matter what.
Not in game.
No,
but like actually
in real life.
Yeah, in real
Even
life.
if you're a full-grown adult.
All right, well, that will go to Liam. And this is a fan question. This was submitted to us by one of our fans. This comes to us from Sizzant. The Green Lantern Corps is an intergalactic peacekeeping force made up of beings from all over the universe. The Corps divides the universe into 3,600 sectors, and there's supposed to be exactly 3,600 lanterns at a given time, each assigned to protect their own specific sector. Yes?
Actually, I'm not sure that you said supposed to, but there are often many lanterns assigned to Earth.
That's correct. While there are 3,600 sectors, there are way more lanterns than that. It's not just a single lantern per sector.
But you did say supposed to, so technically the statement is
But I don't even
correct?
think if it's designed to be like it's like it's like you can like divvy this up, but it's not like it's like all right, each of you is going to get 1 sector. It's like this is how we're going to this is how we'll gerrymander the universe, and then we'll have multiple lanterns per sector if it seems necessary.
Imagine if the real police worked that way. Like, okay, you're in charge of this district of Chicago. There's one cop.
One of you is
one cop for each district.
And you all get powered color rings that have to deal with your emotions.
So that's gonna end badly.
My favorite of all the lanterns is the orange lantern, because the thing that powers the orange lantern is greed. So there's only one because he killed all the other ones because he wanted it all for himself.
That's
His name
pretty-
is Larfleeze. Comics are very great.
So I have a question.
Yes.
In those 3,600 sectors,
Yes.
everyone has hands with fingers? Or is
No.
there's,
No, there's like a tentacle guy.
There's a planet
There-
that's
one
a
of them
Green
is- One of them
Lantern.
is straight up a planet.
does he
yeah.
wear a ring? Is it like around his
Kirk,
like a
planets
belt?
can't wear rings. Well,
So-
no, they can actually. 'Cause
Yeah,
they're
Saturn
circular.
wears rings.
Yeah.
That's a good question. What
One's a
if
squirrel.
you are a being that does not have fingers and the Lantern Corps comes to you and it's like, hey, you've been chosen. You're going to be a Green Lantern. Like here you go. It's like, what the fuck is this?
I'm a crab.
They've got to be.
Why are you doing
They've
this?
got to be
This is
bespoke, right?
What's that?
They got to be bespoke.
That they,
rings.
like,
they got to at least resize it for your finger.
You'd like think that there'd be something to like.
Taking into the Green Lantern jewelry shop, be like, I'm a 10 and this is an 8. Can you widen it up a bit?
We think we can resize it, but I'm gonna level with you. There's a chance I'll break it. So are you cool with that before I start working on it?
I mean, it does hold all of the power of the Green Lantern Corps.
So yes.
I mean, yeah, sure, it's got to
All
put it
right.
on somewhere.
As long as you're not using wood, is that the weakness?
That's for
the original
yeah.
Green Lantern.
When he had like a legit lantern.
Yeah, like a lantern in Alan Scott.
Yeah,
it was wood, and then it became.
Then it became yellow, a smarter thing.
Yeah.
This brings us to our first shiny question of the game. We are going to play a game called Once more without feeling. These are lyrics from songs that I am going to read with as little rhythm, melody, or affect as I can. It'll be up to you to identify where the song is from. In this particular case, these are all cartoon-themed songs.
So wait, do we have to name the TV show or the cartoon it's from?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, these theme songs or just songs that occur?
These are theme songs.
Okay.
Oh,
These are
so
theme
we
songs.
don't have to finish the lyrics.
So these are sections. These are lines from theme songs. So it may not be the most memorable line from the theme song, but it'll be somewhere within there. It'll be up to you to identify what show this is from. And whoever gets the most will get the point. Who you facing? Yeah, one zip, then you zapped. Good against evil, get trapped. Look in my eyes, I got the power.
Is this Static Shock?
This is Static Shock.
Yeah.
Zip, zap, power.
Yeah.
With his best friend, Gizmo, I believe was that guy's
I
name?
think it
Or
was that
Gears
stupid,
or
isn't it?
something?
I don't know.
That-
All right, here is our next lyric. Trolls and wizards and fairy kings.
It's David the Gnome.
It is David the Gnome.
I've never.
I
that
still
was.
don't know what it is.
Oh, it's so good.
I am gonna go YouTube David the Gnome
Oh, it's
later.
really
I'm
good.
So excited.
It's a delightful series.
I'm gonna be silent for the rest of the game as I'm just going to be reeling with this information.
Yeah.
So thanks
Sweet.
for having me, everybody.
Voiced by Tom Bosley in the series finale. I'll spoil it. It's
Go
weird.
ahead.
They talk about death, and I think his wife dies, but she turns into a tree. I think gnomes turn into trees when they die.
Yeah, as
And as we all know.
As we all know.
And it's
Yeah,
like,
I knew
wow,
that.
what a weird ending to a series. She's like, well, time for me to die.
How long did this show run for?
15, no, I don't know. 15 half episodes.
I would 100% if you said 15 years. You had the dedication to that.
Cloud of smoke, and he appears. The master of disguise.
2, 3, 3, 2, 1. It's Darkwing Duck.
It is Darkwing Duck.
When there's
nice.
trouble, you can call the Darkwing Duck.
I was waiting for DuckTales this whole time.
Yep.
Different duck. Same guy.
Not the same universe. The creator revealed they're not in this, despite the fact that characters exist in both.
Doesn't
they are
Gizmo
not a
Duck
shared
appear in
universe.
both?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And I think Launchpad, Tailspin, and
No, Launchpad is in DuckTales. Come on,
And
man.
Darkwing,
Launchpad
dude.
and Tailspin. Tailspin
Tailspin is
I
not-
got
I
the
know.
Tailspin question right before too.
What?
Launchpad is a duck.
Right,
Tailspin is Jungle Book.
You
Thank you.
idiot!
I
You
cut
piece
the
of shit!
episode where you talk about
Bailiff,
Tailspin
get
for
him
like
out of here.
15 minutes.
They may
should
bring
know
me out
this.
instead. Come on.
Look, I went planes, okay?
My father is Shere Khan, and he will hear about this.
Stepping softly in a danger zone. No weapon in my hand. It's just this brain designed by man. It's got me in trouble again.
What?
The Michelle Branch, like it's a different song, and I'm just like putting that onto it. So I don't know.
It's not Michelle Branch.
It's not the Michelle Branch animated series?
Stepping in the mist.
Wait, was
I
that?
don't know, the $6 million man.
Incorrect.
Is it Reboot?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no one got that. Everyone looks a little stumped by that one. That is Star Wars Droids.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. Is it about R2-D2?
Yeah.
R2-D2 doesn't step?
And C-3PO.
Okay, C-3PO steps.
And Steppy, our favorite droid.
Obtuse, rubber goose.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh.
Thank you, Liam. That is Fairly Odd Parents. That is 2 for Liam, 2 for Kirk. We only have 1 left. So strap your bones right to the seat. Come on in and don't be shy. Just to make your day complete, you might get baked into a pie. No.
Goosebumps?
Incorrect.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Is it Chowder?
It's not chowder.
Oh, because the baking.
The food, yeah. All those bones.
I don't know.
Don't know.
No.
It's stumped all around. Yeah. This is the Magic School Bus.
Oh my
I was gonna
God.
Say, I was like, it's too obvious. I was literally gonna say it's some Magic School Bussy show.
Kind of thing.
And I was like, what's the show like the Magic School Bus?
Without that sick synth in the
WTF
background.
yeah.
Without those sweet keyboard patches.
Yeah, you just
I'm not whisked away into a magical world where Lily Tomlin's my surrogate mom.
I
I mean, Lily Tomlin is my surrogate mom.
I also, until the very moment, until the day before we're doing this, I was certain that the line was strap your buns right to the seat. And to the point where I was like, I was Googling around. I was like, it has to be buns. Bones doesn't make any sense.
I mean, at a literal level, we have bones, we don't have buns.
We have buns, Noah. They're right
What do you
here.
think butts are called?
Well, that is, I believe that Kirk and Liam, you both tied for 2
didn't win?
there. You did not win there.
I thought I had a real shot.
Well, you got nothing. So you'll both get a point for that one for tying for 2 there. Well, I said something wrong, and I'm sorry. Here are some of our favorite corrections from you, the users, the viewers, the kings among men.
At Frey Seagrove says, actually not all the animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese are anthropomorphized animals. Pasquale P. Pieplate is an Italian human chef and drummer. That's 1 point for you, and an apology to Pasquale P. Pieplate for implying that he's an animal. And from our exclusive Dropout Discord, Princess Fart Feathers says, actually Victor Frankenstein never finished his studies. He only became Dr. Frankenstein for the 1931 movie so that people could more easily differentiate the monster and the creator. That's correct, I said that he did eventually get his doctorate, and I guess he didn't. 1 point for you, and no doctorate for Victor Frankenstein. Daniel McD97 says, actually the house in Poltergeist wasn't built on a Native American burial ground, just a regular cemetery with a bunch of angry ghosts. The misconception that it was Native American likely came from other movies around that time featuring them, like Pet Sematary. That is 1 point for you for this very cool correction.
Here's our next one. Margaret Astrid Lindholm Ogden is written under multiple pseudonyms, such as Megan Lindholm, but she's best known for her works as Robin Hobb. As Robin Hobb, she's created multiple award-winning book series, like the Farseer trilogy, the Tawny Man trilogy, and the Rainwild Chronicles, each with their own unique and memorable fantasy universe.
Actually, they're all in the same fantasy universe.
That's correct.
I was gonna say that.
Also thinking that.
Blindly stumbled into the point.
Yep.
Very
there are
good.
3 separate trilogies, but they are all in the same universe, kind of just different.
I was just gonna
points
joke,
in time.
like, actually, they aren't unique. They're all very cliche. It's like,
Yeah.
hey,
Wait
what
a
if,
minute.
What if they're actually not? They aren't unique.
I'm on to something. Noah, go back to sleep. No, I haven't. And then like going down to your study, like a big old chalkboard.
Chalkboard.
In the 1998 film The Faculty, a parasitic monster is infecting the teachers and students of Harrington High. Among the first we see infected is Professor Edward Furlong, a science teacher played by Jon Stewart. When he is stabbed in the eye with an insulin needle, we learn insulin is the parasite's weakness. At the end of the movie, Professor Furlong is revealed to have survived the incident and he is no longer infected.
Actually, that is very weird.
Yeah,
It's a weird
He
movie.
was also like current. That it's not like a throw. It's like Eddie Furlong. Whatever. Actually, he is not alive at the end of the movie.
He is, yeah.
Ah, weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it's insulin is not the cure in The Faculty.
That is correct. Do you know what it is?
Is it soda?
It's not soda, but I'll give you the point unless someone else can tell me what it should be.
Was it something that was in a needle that's put in his
That's
eye?
what I was. So it's something
Or
that
can
they
you
would,
not?
I'm not gonna do that.
It's something mundane. That's the whole like that they have with them. So it's not like penicillin or something, which is my first thought. Like no kid just in high school carrying around a needle full of penicillin.
Oh, is it Faculty Be Gone?
Here it is. Wow.
It's faculty.
It's a can of Raid.
Yeah. Liam will give you the point for that. It was not a needle full of insulin. It was a needle full of scat, which is a drug similar to meth.
So the things that kids are always carrying around.
Yeah.
See, you said scat, and I thought you meant like, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we
I was gonna say poop or duty, because
Well,
I'm not
I
a
said
monster.
Shit. Hey, welcome to Dropout, the uncensored platform from the makers of college humor.
unless you're singing a
Shit,
copywritten theme song.
Doesn't it seem like the whole world is against us getting a good night's sleep this time of year? I mean, you've got record heat waves turning your bedroom into an oven, you've got raccoons digging around in your trash can, knocking stuff over, and at least where I live, 4th of July fireworks last all summer long. It's crazy. But when you have a Purple mattress, you can sleep cool and comfortable no matter what the world throws at you. That's because only Purple mattresses have the grid. Its unique ventilated design allows air to flow through so you can sleep cool even when it feels like it's 1,000 degrees outside. And the grid is amazingly supportive for your back and legs while cushioning your shoulders, neck, and hips, no matter how you sleep. Unlike memory foam, which remember everything, the grid bounces back as you move and shift, so you never get that I'm stuck feeling that you get with memory foam mattresses. I tried out the Purple pillow and it was cool and comfortable. I loved it. Try a Purple mattress risk-free. There's free shipping and free returns, and financing is available too. Purple is comfort reinvented, and right now you can get 10% off any order of $200 or more by going to purple.com/actually and using the promo code actually. Purple.com/actually, you'll get 10% off any order of $200 or more. One more time, purple.com/actually, promo code actually. Terms apply.
Our next one is a Harry Potter question.
The Triwizard Maze is the third and final challenge in the Triwizard Tournament. Harry ends up facing nearly every obstacle in the maze, including a golden mist that turns things upside down, a riddling sphinx, and an acromantula. He ultimately arrives at the Triwizard Cup at the center of the maze at the same time as Cedric Diggory, and they agree to take the cup together.
Actually, there's no Sphinx?
There is a
There
sphinx.
is a sphinx.
I don't remember
It,
that.
it's
I remember
only in
the
the
riddle.
book, and it asks yes.
I haven't read the book since it came out, so...
Wait, wasn't the answer acromantula too? Was it some weird thing? Spider, spy, endure? Was that
Yeah,
that
that
riddle?
was the riddle,
What
yeah.
a great riddle. Oh, because it sucks for the French and the Bulgarian. Like, well, English isn't our first language. How good are you with English?
We're doing
English?
SATs, their favor...
All of the riddles are about like English words specifically.
Welcome from your country. I hope you enjoy English wordplay.
Actually, Harry doesn't face every challenge that's in the maze. There are challenges that he does not face.
That is correct, yes. In fact, he faces a mostly empty maze because Barty Crouch Jr. is sort of has been sort of like steering him away from stuff. Those
what he
specific
does in the
challenges.
I know.
Yeah, those specific challenges are some of the few that he actually faces, but there were a lot more that he could have had he not been sort of protected and ushered through along the way.
Which leads you to wonder how poorly monitored this maze was, where they're like, this Triwizard Tournament, where eternal glory goes to the student. That guy is really helping him out.
Yeah,
Like no one notices that?
Well, he's like running. Is he running?
No,
I don't-
they're supposed to be patrolling the outside of the maze.
Yeah, if I were a faculty member, I would be so, because it's like, hey, listen, I know you have all your usual duties, you gotta prepare your lesson plans, you gotta do all that, but also, we're not paying you extra, I can't stress this enough. We need you to do a lot of stuff to prep for the Triwizard Tournament, so we need you to like, I don't know, build a big maze, populate it with 1 million different charms and monsters, and then like you spend like tons of overtime, you do this, and then it's like another member of the faculty is like, I'm just gonna cheat, I already know. It's like, you fucking kidding me?
Actually, the teachers at Hogwarts don't have lesson plans. They just harass their students for an hour and a half at a time.
I'm gonna say there are so many systemic problems with the Harry Potter universe.
Oh, yeah.
But like the factioning of kids into brave, smart, and stupid, and we really should keep an eye on you because you're gonna turn evil.
You're the bad kids
You
already.
Hufflepuff's straight as stupid.
Hey, look, I got Hufflepuff. I know where I lie.
Also, like I know they address this in the book where they're like, hey, look, this is the Triwizard Tournament, it's very dangerous, but like, it is like stupidly dangerous. It's not even just like, it's not like, hey, like if you're gonna do the bobsled in the Olympics, there's a chance it might flip over and you'll die. It's like we're actively trying to kill you. Enjoy your time at school.
To be fair, this is the same school that goes, don't go in that dark forest. It's forbidden. It's very dangerous. By the way, that's where detention is.
Yeah.
Also, we built campus near a dark, forbidden forest when we're filled with teenagers looking for a place to go to chill.
Well, this will bring us to our second shiny question of the game. We're gonna bring some boards out for this. This is a game that we're calling Name That Elf. So, on the other side of this board, there are a handful of elves. It will be up to you to identify them. Whoever can identify the most elves will get the point. Go ahead and flip that over. Let's take a look at these elves.
I knew he was going to be on it.
Thank God.
right.
Okay, I recognize some people.
There's Agent Smith.
Very unusual art choice for one of these, I must say.
All right, well, let's see what we've got here. Kirk, we'll start with you. Why don't you tell us about these elves?
All right. So going from the top row, we have Elrond, then we have Shermie, and then Buddy the Elf. Next row, we have Creature. I don't know that guy's name, but I think that's Christopher Eccleston in Thor: The Dark World. The next one, I'm gonna guess that's Drizzt Do'Urden, but that's why I was like, interesting art choice to not do the Larry Elmore artwork, but that's cool. Going down a row, we have a Blood Elf from World of Warcraft is my guess. Young Jesus. And I mean, this one's a gimme because their names are on their hats, but it's cool. Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
Cool. We will go through how many you got at the end.
Okay.
So, Liam, why don't you?
All right, so we got Elrond, Hubbard. I wrote dentist because I remember that he wanted to be a dentist.
He did.
I wrote Buddy the Elf, love that movie. I totally forgot this guy's name, so I wrote Grumpy Dobby. I didn't know who this was, so I wrote Dark Kevin. I just made up a fantasy name, so I'm guessing that this guy's name is Azeroth. This one reminded me of my friend Jen. So I wrote Jen. I just wrote Cutie Patootie. This guy's a Cutie Patootie. And then Snap, Crackle, Pop, Puffed Rice Cereal.
Very good.
I've also got L. Ron Hubbard. I never really watched those animated claymation ones, so I got no idea.
All right.
Buddy the Elf, because I'm a sane human being. Creature, that is Malekith. I also put Driz Do'Urden. I also spelled it weird, but wrong, but still weird. And then Snap, Crackle, Pop written on their hats.
Yep, it's right there on there for the observant person.
It would have been a very difficult one to guess if it was not written on.
Oh, for sure. No one is familiar with those.
They remind me of a tiger. Or perhaps a toucan. Oh, no.
No, wait.
A Dracula, a Frankenstein, and a ghost.
And just a dog.
And a dog. Or a werewolf, I thought.
And a delicious mummy.
Yes.
Well, let's see here. So, Kirk, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct. Liam, you have 3 correct. Noah, you have 6 correct. Let's take a look at those answers. You all got Elrond. It was Hermie, not Shermie. You were so close. Everyone got Buddy, Creature, Malekith. This is Driz Do'Urden. Art choice, probably because we're a little limited in what images we're allowed to use. No one got this one down here that is Sylvanas Windrunner.
From Warcraft.
From the Warcraft universe. Could also be from Hearthstone.
Is she a blood elf?
She is a high elf.
The eyes tricked me. So who is this mystery elf?
This mystery elf. Now, this is the name of this character is actually given by fans because it was a sort of an unnamed elf originally. This is Figwit, which is an acronym which stands for Frodo is great. Who is that? As people noticed, this very attractive elf as played by half of Flight of the Conchords.
Brett McKenzie.
Yeah. So, so I think Noah, I think you just narrowly squeaked past Kirk with identifying Malekith, which I think otherwise you got all the same one. You identified all the other same ones, and you were just a shy off with Hermie.
It's because I love Christopher Eccleston.
All right, we'll go ahead and collect these boards, and at that point we'll go to Noah. Hey, we know there's nothing more infuriating than someone saying something wrong. And if I did that, I'm sorry. You can correct me by tweeting at @UmActuallyShow or by going to our exclusive Dropout Discord and correcting me there. If we like what you have to say, we might feature it in a future episode. Well, we're gonna do a Doctor Who question.
Yay!
Hey! The Sisters of Plentitude are an order of nuns made up of humanoid felines called catkind. The sisters showcased remarkable medical prowess, which we learned was gained through their experimentation on cloned humans, a practice which eventually gets them arrested by the New York Police Department.
Actually, it's not. They're not in New York. They're on like new Earth, which I guess could have a New York. I feel like they don't get arrested.
You're close enough that I'm gonna give you the point, even though you're sort of buckshotting this and like trying like multiple things at the same time. But you started with the main thing, which is that they are arrested. They are not arrested by the New York Police Department. They're arrested by the new New York Police Department.
Wow, that was really shitty.
Here's another video game question here. Some people play Mass Effect for the action, some for the story, but others play to fall in love. In Mass Effect 3, here are all the characters you can pursue a romantic relationship with. Miranda, Jack, Talizora, Ashley, Steve, Garrus, Samantha, Caden, Kelly, and Liara. There's also, yes?
Actually, there's no character named Steve.
There's a character
named Steve?
There's also Diana, Samara, James, and Thane, though these last 4 don't grant the paramour achievement normally given for completing a romance.
So, actually, I don't think that you can romance Samantha because she's just too much of a woman. She loves so many guys. I'm a Samantha, not a Miranda. So I think that she's the one you actually can't romance in this.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I knew it.
Incorrect.
Who did you romance?
I've only played 2.
Oh, right.
But yeah, it's gonna be Garrus. Actually, one of the names at the end, you actually can get the paramour achievement with them.
Incorrect.
Actually, there isn't a paramour achievement.
There is a paramour achievement. I'll go ahead and call it. It seems like we're just sort of flailing around a little bit here. I left out someone.
Was it a Krogan?
Any guesses? It was not a Krogan.
Is it Ms. Pac-Man?
Oh, wait, the AI of the ship
Oh, it's
thing
Sonic.
that becomes a person?
It's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic. It's not the ship. It is Javik. The last Prothean alive is missing from the list. You can have a one-night stand with him.
Is that really
during the
romance,
Citadel
though?
DLC. What?
Is that really romance, though?
Hey, look, I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum. Like, you know, we all define romance and in different ways. And like, you know what? Go for it. You know, that can be romantic. Why not? Well, no points for that one, but this will be our last shiny question of the game here, and we will bring out the boards again. All right, this is a game called What's My Line? On the other side of this board, there is the first half of a famous quote from a movie. It'll be up to you to provide the second half. There isn't multiple choice here, just you writing in what you think
How close do we have to be?
you have to, you don't have to be word for word, but if you get like the general gist, that'll be enough. Cool, go ahead and flip those over.
So there's a bunch.
We have 4 here, and we are telling you who has said it and what it's from to help you kind of narrow it down a little bit in case people have said similar things before. So let's go down the line as before. Tell me what you got.
So in Willow, the High Aldwin says, ignore the bird. Which finger has the magic? The answer is Willow's finger. In E.T., the extraterrestrial, the titular character says, E.T., phone home.
These characters sound the
Sounds a
same.
lot like
No,
that.
same voice actor. It's all Billy Barty. He played all these roles. And then in Aliens, which is, not many people know this, it's the sequel to Alien.
Oh, I didn't put that together. It makes sense.
it
now
does.
that the creature being the same alien,
But now there's
Sigourney
more.
Weaver's in both of them.
Oh, she is in both of them. So,
Funniest joke anyone
thank you.
Once you figure it out, a lot really clicks into
It
place.
all comes together. It's so good.
You should start a YouTube series and make 45-minute long videos. Raiders of the Lost Ark
never
comes
noticed.
after Temple of Doom.
There probably is a 45-minute video on that
Did you
one,
know
though.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is a sequel to Red Dead Redemption?
So Pharaoh says, we're in the pipe, and it's full of aliens. And then in the Fellowship of the Ring, same Gandalf, although he is technically also the High Aldwin from Willow. It's the same character. But those are like, I don't get that part. He goes, go back to the Shadow Realm.
Okay.
And then they go back
To the Shadow Realm.
All right, Liam, let's see what you got here.
All right, I have the famous line from Willow, ignore the bird, take the cannoli. E.T. phone home. We're in the pipe in the St. Mario. And then go back to the shadow of the Valley of Death. And then he reads that Bible quote from Pulp Fiction. It's fucking badass.
Bible quote from, not the Bible quote from
The Bible.
No, from Pulp Fiction.
And not the song either.
No, from
great.
Coolio.
Great. And Noah, let's see what you got
All
here.
right, I've got ignore the bird, and then I just drew a middle finger, which I guess if Kirk's right, I feel like I was in the right direction.
Yeah.
E.T. phone home. We're in the pipe, smoke up, and go back to the Shadow of Mordor, because it's a really fun game, and you should give it a shot.
All right. Well, this is interesting.
We got them all right?
Somehow, all different answers.
doesn't
we got
work.
them all right. All right. I'll start by saying we did put one here designed to trip you up, which is E.T.
I like that.
Which most people do. Most people remember this quote as being E.T. Phone home. It is in fact E.T. home phone.
No.
I specifically asked if we had to get it word for word correct.
That's true, but there's only 2 words here.
I want to take the L on this one.
So we will not award points for any of those because we put that there designed to trip you up. And then also, no one got any of the other ones.
He doesn't just flip him off in Willow.
Yeah.
He's just like, ignore this bird.
Oh, we got it all wrong.
Let's
Oh,
take a look.
of course.
Ignore the bird, follow the river.
Oh, that's where the
E.T.
Buffy
home phone. We're in the pipe 5 by 5, and go back to the shadow. You shall not pass.
I've got the Alien card game, and we're in the pipe 5 by 5 is literally one of the cards, or the 5 by 5 is literally one of the cards in the game.
So that means in the Gilmore Girls episode where Rory says 5 by 5, she's referencing Buffy referencing Aliens. My brain is broken.
Our last question, as always, concerns real-life skills. Look, the planet is dying. The least you could do is learn to recycle properly. Recycling plants typically encourage you to recycle aluminum cans, cardboard boxes, plastic bags, old magazines, and plastic and glass bottles. However, you typically shouldn't recycle old pizza boxes, greasy or oily food containers, shredded paper, or styrofoam.
Actually, you can totally recycle shredded paper.
No, actually, they don't. I mean, you can, but a lot of recycling centers encourage you not to because they can clog up the machines and make a big mess, and it can take longer to deal with that issue than it would to just, ignore the holes.
Actually, you shouldn't recycle magazines.
Incorrect.
Really, with like the perfume pages and stuff for some of them,
That's
though?
not where I was going with that at all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's where Liam's first thought when he thinks of magazines.
Yeah,
is
I'm a
perfume.
well-rounded individual.
Yeah, I subscribe to White Wolf magazine, and every page is a perfume.
It's a different perfume. I rub it all over my face.
They just all smell like corpses.
Yeah.
Actually, the least I can do is absolutely nothing.
That is technically true, but I will not give you the point.
Actually, I think you can recycle food containers as long as you wash them out. Because I do.
But then they're not greasy anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've now changed it from being a greasy food container to just a regular
clean-
food container.
okay,
Yeah.
so then
it
that-
is the food, but like that is true. But we have specified that. it's
Gotcha.
like-
Okay. So it doesn't mean that. Actually, can you recycle styrofoam?
No, that is where it is. I mean, like all of these have like some exceptions, but but generally speaking, a lot of styrofoam cannot be.
Okay.
All right, we'll just go ahead and call it because we're running out of space on the card. You shouldn't recycle plastic bags for the same reason as the shredded paper. They can get kind of torn up and gum up the machines
sense.
and cause more trouble for recycling centers than ultimately like what you get out of it. So no points for that one. What is our final score here? 1 for Kirk, 4 for Liam, 6 for Noah, making Noah our winner for this episode.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry.
You're flexing.
Flexing.
It's called flexing. You said it too. Now we both have to leave.
God damn it. Get dragged away by burly bailiff. Well, that is all for our episode. Thank you for watching. Join us next time for even more pedantic corrections here on Actually.